Wanna play?
Oh, you should have seen your face. Oh, come on.
That's the best boner you've gotten in months. What episode are we doing today?
Child's Play. 80s classic.
Nice. Perfect. But more importantly, what are we going to name our new prop?
I don't know. Something related to the show. Something related to drinking. It's gotta be a girl's name. Famous woman? I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh, Scarlett Bone Hansen.
Wait, how about Skullet Bone Hansen?
Perfect.
I love me some bone puns.
So Child's Play, is that why you brought the prop?
No. I actually just found that on my doorstep before you got here. I think the wind blew it over.
How does that make any...
I heard a knock, went outside, looked around, nobody around, found the doll, sitting on the welcome mat.
You heard a knock? You just said
So
the wind.
naturally, I brought him inside and put him on the coffee table.
But...
He talks.
I'm going to kill you. With love.
Aw, come on.
You didn't even squeeze it.
Anyways, looks kind of dope on the table. I think I'm going to keep him.
Let me get this straight. You found this mysterious doll on your doorstep. It sounded like it knocked. It speaks without even being touched. Says murderous things.
Murderous things with love.
With love. And you thought it was a good idea to bring it into your home and put it on your coffee table?
Ah, come on. What are you suggesting? This is some kind of killer demon doll?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm suggesting.
It's fine. Now come along, Skullet. It's time to make your YouTube debut. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the inaugural episode of Drinking with Skeletons.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. On tap today, we've got Child's Play from 1988, directed by Tom Holland. Tom Holland also directed Fright Night, which is a movie I quite enjoy from the 80s. I had a bit of a history with the series because I used to see it in Blockbuster all the time, and I used to think the movies were called Chucky when I was a kid. I'm a 1984 kid, so this movie came out in 1988, and then the sequels kept coming out, and everybody would be talking about the doll Chucky, but nobody ever mentioned the title of the film.
Right.
It's one of those things that's almost like the Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster thing that people
yeah.
don't really like. Oh, like, did you see Chucky yet? Did you see Chucky yet? But it's actually not the name of the movie.
Right, yeah.
So that's an interesting thing. Another thing is Brad Dourif does the voice of Chucky in all of the films, I think. And I'm a big Brad Dourif fan. Alien Resurrection, he has got one of the hammiest scientist roles ever filmed.
Ever.
And as Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings, he was fantastic. Yeah. So a really creepy looking actor who I think has a history of playing creepy characters. So I feel like this was one of his biggest claims to fame. Yes. Playing and being the voice of Chucky. This movie has spawned such a legacy of films. Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Cult of Chucky. And none of them, to my understanding, are reboots, although I was reading that they were going to do a reboot or a TV show or something. But man, like, I want to see the film that spawned this legacy, you know, and I've never seen it, and I'm like, it's time to correct that.
I had actively avoided this film for like a long time. The whole concept of a killer doll just never frightened me. I guess the whole idea of something that's...
man.
I'm such a man.
Jeez.
Anything that is under a foot is not a threat to me.
What about Willow? He used to creep me out, too.
He doesn't creep me out either.
Mad Montagan!
Look, you've got characters like Michael Myers and Jason, these two hulking monsters that will walk after you and still get you. You've got a ghoul like Freddy that can get you when you're most vulnerable.
Right.
You've got Leatherface will mercilessly chase after you with a chainsaw. And then you've got this sawed-off little tiny thing with a little butcher knife that you could just kick. I'm sorry, I'm not running from a chihuahua, but I will check out this movie.
All right. Well, with that, let's jump into Child's Play, directed by Tom Holland.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
Okay.
Wow.
They got me.
Jingle All the Way is a remake of this movie.
Everything isn't stolen, huh?
Steal this.
Yeah, steal I think I did. That would work.
That was a big fall.
Bravo. That guy
He's
just...
so clearly bumped into him. And he's like, what the fuck? Did you see me walking? There's no way that guy's allowed within like
Yeah.
15 feet of a school.
That's like, get out of here,
No,
pedo.
who beat you? About Chucky.
Just took the elevator. How do you reach the buttons? He is like 3 feet tall, so...
He's 2.
What's wrong?
You almost got raped, lady.
Yeah,
That's
she
what's
seems
wrong.
very like, she seems okay about that. It's like, ah, we've got the answer. He's got this good combat roll thing going.
Yeah, he's really good at rolling away.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh!
I'm good.
He fucking nailed that kid.
Brad Dourif's the fucking man.
I'd love to be in this recording session.
I'm a fan of the freeze frame ending.
Freeze frame ending? You like that?
Big time. Big time move.
I'm a big fan of that too. They don't do that enough these days.
No.
Right. Yeah. Hey guys, and we are back from the first viewing of the first horror movie on the show. And I gotta tell you, I kind of enjoyed that.
I will say this, Chucky, shitty horror villain, or shitty horror threat, good fucking movie.
It was, I enjoyed that. I mean, I gotta say, like, I was skeptical about the effects in the film for being, like, in 1988, and I was, like, wasn't sure how they were gonna get around that. But they actually were, like, as... like, the ingenuity on display, it was good.
Yeah,
like, they really got around it. Like, some of those shots are mystifying to me. But I think I figured out how they did. We didn't do any research. We came right from viewing to sitting down. But I think for some of the shots where Chucky is like walking, and it looks great. I think they built massive sets.
Yes.
They built a big set, and they got a child to get into the costume, and he's walking. I don't think any of those scenes actually have other people in them.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, like the the distance shots. There's some shots I'm not even sure how they got him walking. Like, I don't even know if it was oversized sets or whatever. Really well done.
Yeah.
Like, and the expression on his face, like, really, really great.
The animatronics on the hands, especially, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those were animatronics.
Those animatronic
really,
hands,
really nicely
yeah.
animated.
That's right.
The costumes look great on the characters as well.
Yeah.
It was kind of seeing Andy's costume as well mirrored in Chucky's was
That's
creepy.
right. Yeah, it was kind of weird. It was
but in a
weird.
good way.
Yeah.
What was the for me? The creepiest thing about the film was the dynamic about Chucky being there the whole time and talking through Andy.
I liked that
liked it a
more than, I mean, like, just in terms of creep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
In terms of creep factor, that was more effective than when Chucky himself started talking. Now, I can totally see why this went down the road of comedy. I can see, because Chucky's dialogue is actually kind of funny.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll get into this in a bit, but like the ending, the last scene in the movie,
Yeah.
where he's like, he's in the fireplace. And it's like long shots where they're trying to like do something, and he's just freaking out in the back there, just like in the fire. But it was pretty funny. The guy from Fright Night is in Chris Sarandon, who played the vampire in Fright Night. I thought that was pretty cool, and he's sporting a pretty hot turtleneck.
It's high. It's very high and tight.
It is a sweater neck, and it's, I used to wear one of those.
Why would you ever? What was cool too, I thought when I was watching it was, everybody's talking, or Andy's only talking to the doll, but then you're slowly starting to see people essentially accuse him of murders.
Right.
And then it gets to a point where the mom's desperate and she's begging Andy to say, get over this. This isn't it. Like,
It was a good scene.
that was a really good scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene.
And it also kind of showed some of the kid's acting chops. He was decent for some of it and not so good in some of it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there was that moment when he was locked up where he
Oh,
was
he
like
started crying.
It was great.
Very effective. I was like,
Extremely.
holy smokes, that was a really well done scene. But yeah, you're right. He's
was
not
up and down.
awful,
No.
but he was up and down. But he had certain scenes where I think he really delivered.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Not the sister, but the friend who dies first through
Yeah.
the window. She says this line. She's like, "Oh, I'll take care of your kid, Andy. I'll take care of the kid. It's like the hottest date I've had in months."
I don't know about that.
I don't know. And there was another line in the movie. What's the other one? Chucky's end game is to, I'm slowly turning human, but I need to transfer my soul to a human host.
Yeah.
So he's like, you have to transfer your soul to the person you first revealed your identity to, and it's the 6-year-old Andy. And then I quote Brad Dourif, Chucky's line after that is like, "I've got a date with a 6-year-old boy."
Everybody wanted to date Andy. It was very popular.
Yeah,
Very popular.
He's getting all the likes. It's really uncomfortable line. Shoes on in the house. That really pisses me
No.
off.
It's not shoes on in the house. It was shoes on in fucking bed. This kid's getting into bed under his covers. Still's got his shoes on. I'm like, take those off, you savage. Speaking of feet and shoes strewn about, what about that cop? So there's one cop in particular when after the friend gets murdered and the girl busts into her apartment all frantic, there's one guy with his feet up on the table just kicking back. He might have been smoking. I don't know.
He helped himself to stuff in the fridge.
Oh my
He's got
god.
a beer open.
Yeah. The
He's
cops
like-
in this movie were for the most part dicks, and then there was the guy with the mustache that just looked like he shouldn't be within a school.
Yeah, he looked like a stereotypical pedophile. That's for sure. That's for sure. There's really weird undertones of pedophilia in this movie.
Now
That's
that we
really
think about
odd.
it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I have this line here. Cops are dicks. That's
Dude.
basically what I got.
Where is it? These cops are dicks.
Yeah, that's right. The doll sleeps.
The doll
Chucky has to get some shut-eye.
It's a nap in.
He's got to get a nap in.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah. There was another scene with the mom and the detective where she's like trying to convince him that the doll's alive.
Yeah.
I think she spins him around like 5 times. Like in that scene where he's walking away, spinning, like aggressive spin. And then he's walking away again, aggressive spin again. I'm like, this guy's gonna be dizzy after this conversation. He's just like, woo.
PSA to anybody that's in a horror movie. I guess you wouldn't know that you're in a horror movie.
Sure.
After you've actually commenced with dismembering the villain, go for that double tap.
Yeah,
Probably don't just leave the body out there and just walk away and be like, well, that's done.
All right, well, I think that's it. That wraps up the first episode of Drinking with Skeletons. We're going to be doing another episode on another type of dangerous doll that tries to kill people next time. And stay tuned. You'll see what it is later. Peace out, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Good episode, man. You know it. All right, peace. Talk to you soon. Oh, got you good, fucker.